Hey everybody, Sunny here. Um, just posting another entry on my video blog. This is actually my second um, entry. So I'm just happy to be doing it. This whole blogging thing is very new to me, so please bear with me as I learn the ins and outs of it. I also have a typed blog called Guiding Light 2013. I have to write some more stuff on there, but I have a great post on there. So please check it out at www.guidinglight2013.blogspot.com. Please leave your feedback. I would greatly appreciate it, as well as on here. Subscribe to my channel. so, but yeah, I just think the internet is a wonderful thing because I just love sharing inspiration and encouragement. And I think, as crazy as social media can be, I think it can be used in a very positive way like this. So today, I don't know, I was at work and um, God just gave me the word chosen. Chosen. And so as I meditated on it at work, when I got back home, I just pulled out the Bible and just started referring to verses about the word chosen, about being chosen. And I actually came across 1 Peter 2 and 9. And I encourage you to read the whole chapter, read the whole book, because it's just, you can't just stop at one chapter when you're talking about the Bible. It's just like eating one chip. It's just, you just can't do it. But this whole chapter is just, it's just so much wealth in it. Definitely very, very good food for the soul. Um, but basically, it's just talking about being an example, being an example to other people who are in darkness like you once were, and the importance of your actions, um, and the impact that it can have on another person's actions as well as their cognitions and perceptions about their world, and how you can give them a fresh perspective on um, an old mindset. So starting at verse 9 again, this is 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, and I'm reading from the Amplified Version. Um, but you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a dedicated nation, God's own purchased special people, that you may set forth the wonderful deeds and display the virtues and perfections of Him who called you out of darkness into His marvelous light. I'm just going to keep going. Verse 10, once you were not a people at all, but now you are God's people. Once you were unpitied, but now you are pitied and have received mercy. Beloved, I implore you as aliens and strangers and exiles in this world, to abstain from the sensual urges, the evil desires, the passions of the flesh, your lower nature, that wage war against the soul. Conduct yourselves properly, honorably, righteously among the Gentiles, so that although they may slander you as evildoers, yet they may be yet they may, by witnessing your good deeds, come to glorify God in the day of inspection, when God shall look upon you wanderers as a pastor or shepherd, or as I mean, I'm sorry. Um, I'm going to start over. I'm sorry. Conduct yourselves properly, honorably, righteously among the Gentiles, so that although they may slander you as evildoers, yet they may be witnessing your good deeds. Come to glorify God in the day of inspection, when God shall look upon you wanderers as a pastor or shepherd looks over his flock. Um, I thought these verses were very powerful because it lets you know how important it is to lead by example and not just by this mouthpiece that we have, because we have a lot of people doing a lot of this, but you don't really see a lot of this. And so that's where these hypocritical viewpoints come from people who are in darkness, so to speak. They're in a confusing or hard situation and they see you doing this, but your actions are completely contradictory to what you're talking about. So it's like, you know what? Why should I follow you? If I want to be confused, I'll just stay where I am. Um, so God is immediately telling us, in these verses that it's just, it isn't, it's, I don't know, it's, what I got from it is it's wonderful to be different. It's wonderful to be different. We were made to be different. We were created to be set apart from. We were never made to go with the flow. We were made to go against the grain. And sometimes it takes, a little while for us to really appreciate and understand um, just how wonderful it is to be chosen, because that means that you're special, you're different, you're unique. Um, but especially when you're younger, like teenagers and things like that, being different is not looked upon very good at all. Whether you're tall or you're short, or your skin color is different. Um, whatever difference people can find that they don't understand, they'll pick at you, they'll ridicule you, make fun of you in front of other people, and it makes you feel as though your difference is your downfall. And I'm here to tell you with this post that it's not. Your difference is not your downfall. Your difference is going to be the very thing that elevates you above the situation that is trying to keep you down. A lot of us are having a lot of trouble on our jobs, dealing with unpleasant supervisors or coworkers, or um, you know, um, difficulties in our romantic relationships, or with, our with our children, um, and or just everyday things like interacting with the cashier at the supermarket, or interacting with a bank teller, customer service person over the phone. It's these experiences that allow us to be a witness about God's goodness, not by what we say, but by what we do, because you have to understand that you may have a very, um, you may have a person who can be influenced, and what you say and do in that split of a second moment will determine which direction they go into. So no matter how ugly your boss is being to you, or the bank teller, or the cashier, or the customer service person, or your kids, or your husband, or your wife, no matter what they're saying to you, no matter how rude or annoying that they're being, you have a split second decision to say, either I'm going to tell you off, or I'm going to show you what Christ would do. So, I mean, think about how intriguing it must be for a person who is lost to come across somebody who treats them with kindness no matter what they do. I just, you know, said this sarcastic comment to so and so the other day, and today they greet me with a smile, and says good morning, and they're always coming in here happy and asking me how I'm doing after I just talked to them like this. Like, this doesn't, who does that? And right in that split of a second moment that you chose to act like Christ, that draws them closer to him. And that's what we don't understand. We cannot operate out of our own flesh, out of our own minds, what we think we need to do. No, you cuss me out, I'm going to cuss you out. You know, um, it's not that tit for tat. When you have a God, a Christ-like mentality, it's not tit for tat. It's, I'm going to show you better. And I'm going to allow you to learn this lesson the right way, instead of being emotionally scarred for life. Sometimes it only takes one of those split second decisions where you do the wrong thing, where people are traumatized for the rest of their lives. and they refused to look at the world any differently because in one split of a second they were hurt. So, another thing that God revealed to me today about being his chosen children, chosen people, is the fact that you will be blessed beyond what your mind could ever think. When you walk in God's light, you don't have to chase blessings and rewards. Blessings and rewards chase you. And I can't even explain to you just the mind-blowing effect that that has, whether it be a husband or a job or coming into some money, a brand new car that the credit institutions denied you for, um, full ride scholarship for school. Like, you will be amazed at what comes and looks for you when you continuously look for God. Um, so, you know, I can go on and on and on about this because it's just so many mind-boggling things about God's goodness, but it's just that when you're chosen and you understand what that means. Like, I understand what that means because I was lost. I was lost, trying to do what other people did, trying to talk like other people talked, trying to dress like other people dressed, trying to go where everyone else went. I was lost. But even in me being lost, the fact that I was chosen never changed. It's not like once I got saved, that's when I was chosen. I was already chosen. It's just God was waiting around like, when are you going to figure it out? Because I knew who you were before you were even thought of. So once you catch up to it, I guess we can pick up where we left off. And that's why having an identity in Christ is so important, because we have so many gifts and potential within us that God already knows because he put it there, but it takes us years to figure it out. So while I was up in the clubs at 18 and 21, I would be chilling in the corner, texting or looking and observing. I didn't drink and I didn't smoke or anything like that. So just my behaviors then would cause people to look at me like, why isn't she doing what everyone else is doing? What she's in a party environment, but she's not partying. And, a lot of times I would get up and leave and just go home, and they would be like, well, how? Why? They would be left baffled because of my actions. Now, I wasn't even saved at the time, but that's why God's goodness is so great. Because when he has his hand over your life, he's still guiding you when you feel lost. And that's the wonderful thing about it. So, I'm just putting up this post to just let everybody know your difference is not your downfall. You are unique, you're special. God has set you apart for a reason so that you can help other people get to a sense of security in him. To let other people know that there's stability in him, that they no longer have to feel lost or cast out. There's acceptance, and there's there's love and happiness when you accept the fact that you were never made to fit in the mold that the world has created, and that our actions can have a very strong impact on other people's actions as well as their thoughts. So just be encouraged. Be encouraged. Please subscribe to my channel. Um, and just love the way that God made you, because no one else can be you but you. And if you don't appreciate the uniqueness of you, then no one else will. So just love being you, um, and just be happy and be encouraged. Bye.